They're known for acting, presenting, and well, just being famous. But somewhere along the way, these South African celebrities looked at the mic and thought, yeah, I could do that too. Some, well, they were shockingly good, others, not so much. In this video, we dive into the fascinating and sometimes cringe-worthy world of celebrities who tried to cross over into music. Today, let's start with someone who was no stranger to the mic, but somehow still managed to turn heads when she went solo. Ladies and gentlemen, Pam Andrews. Pam, she's always had star power. From her early days as a reality TV darling to becoming one of the most talked about faces on South African television, she rose to fame in 2002 as part of the pop group 101, formed through the inaugural season of Coca-Cola Popstars South Africa. Their debut single, Who's It Gonna Be, was a smash hit that launched her into national fame. In 2003, she seamlessly transitioned into acting with the role of Frankie on ETV's Backstage and Rhythm City. Then, in 2006, Pam made her solo debut music career by launching the album Here We Go, which featured tracks like Oh No, Let's Party and Nasty Girl, all echoing her bold, club-ready energy. Though the album had flair, it didn't catch fire commercially. Still, it added another layer to her dynamic career. Eventually, Pam stepped away from the spotlight, relocating to the UK with her husband and later opening up about mental health struggles that made it tough to return to acting. And speaking of reinventions, few have done it louder or prouder than Somizi Mhlongo. Somizi is the definition of a South African entertainment all-rounder. Choreographer, actor, presenter, judge, and fashion icon. But long before Idol South Africa and cookbooks, he actually dipped into music in the mid-2000s. In 2006, he released a song called Voom Voom, a Kwaito-inspired party track that showcases high, bold energy, personality. The following year, he tried something more spiritual with a gospel remix of Speaker's song Current. Fast forward to 2017, Somizi gave music another go with a more polished, house-driven song titled Ngibonile, produced by none other than Heavy K, also known as the drum boss. But even with all the charisma, Somizi's music ventures just didn't stick. After dabbling for over a decade, it had finally seemed as though Somizi had decided to step away from the mic and was now focused on what worked: TV, fashion, and business. From Idol's essay and reality shows to radio and brand deals, Somizi continues to thrive on stage and on screen, however, just not as a successful recording artist. While Somizi explored his musical side, Khabonina Qubeka was finding her own groove. Fierce, graceful, and unapologetic, Khabonina Qubeka is a dancer, actress, and fitness icon. Many first knew her as Dupsy on Muvango, but her talents extended far beyond acting. In 2010, she released her debut album, Gama Lakho, an Afro-fusion effort she self-produced. Tracks like the title song and Make Love reflected his signature intensity. Then, in 2013, she completely flipped the script with Wax It, a viral rap single that showcased her cheeky side and bold delivery.
Khabonina with the cuteness. Look at this face, just cuteness. Body, just tightness.
Though she didn't break through musically, Khabonina stayed in her lane, landing TV and film roles and judging dance competitions. In 2023, she wowed audiences as Queen Ntombazi in Shaka Ilembe, reminding us that her star power was never up for debate. From bold solos to a power couple project, next up we have Rick Jade. In 2019, Priddy Ugly and Bontle combined their talents as Rick Jade with the I Want Something New EP. That same year, they followed up with Sweetie Lavo, which featured visuals from their very own traditional wedding. In 2020, they dropped the full-length project DNA, also known as The New Africa. Before officially teaming up, Bontle had long contributed backing vocals on some of Priddy's earlier work, making their eventual collaboration, Rick Jade, a natural progression of their creative partnership. The album was accompanied by a visually striking music video for Bonita, which also served as their first pregnancy announcement adding an intimate artistic layer to an already personal project. While the duo was praised for their authenticity and vision, the music just didn't gain major airplay or widespread traction. After the Rick Jade era, Priddy Ugly continued his solo rap journey, dropping one of his strongest projects with Dust in 2024. While Bontle remained a force in dance, choreography and TV, the music may have taken a backseat, but the brand and the couple, well, they never stopped evolving. Next up, someone who's never been afraid to shake things up, Khanyi Mbau. Khanyi Mbau has always been a magnet for attention, from Movango to becoming a lifestyle icon. But in 2010, she surprised the public by stepping into music. That year, she released a self-titled album, Khanyi Mbau, a bold 14-track release. Around the same time, she dropped a standalone single, Work Up On It, which critics dubbed a flop. But Khanyi, well, she didn't stop. In 2016, she released Shake, followed by Ubusuku Bonke in 2020, and in 2024, she featured on the single Shebang. But while the personality was loud, the public reception was muted. Her music didn't chart, and critics, well, they weren't too kind. Nevertheless, she remains a fixture of pop culture, whether on Young, Famous and African, or just trending online. Khanyi remains a force to be reckoned with. And just as Khanyi explored music on her terms, so did another dynamic entertainer, Denise Zimba. Much like Pam Andrews, Denise began her journey in a group, Fly Chicks, a short-lived pop R&B girl group that had eventually grown while also garnering a reality show on Vuzu. The group didn't take off, but it introduced Denise to the spotlight. She released her first solo single, Who Are You, in 2014. And also joined the cast of Generations that same year. In 2017, she took on presenting duties with Winning Bashes, and in 2020, returned to acting in How to Ruin Christmas. Her music continued with the EP Rude, then singles OK released in 2021. Though her music didn't top charts, Denise proved she could thrive in every other entertainment lane, particularly in acting and TV presenting. And finally, Jesse Suntele, another all-rounder who also gave music a solid shot. After winning Top Actor Africa in 2016, Jesse quickly became a familiar face on local TV, with standout roles in The Queen, Rhythm City, and the Netflix Savage Beauty. Long before the spotlight though, he had studied sound engineering, hinting early on at a deeper interest in music. In 2017, under the name J-Flow, he joined Vuzu TV's Hustle Season 2 and landed in the top 6. That year, he also dropped tracks like High by the Beach and Out of Town.
Ego had driven me, now that he blow the smithereens, he gon' steamroll the people that fell asleep on the vision, I swear, yeah.
He featured on Khumalo's Jehovah in 2018 and later dropped his EP, What Did You Expect, in 2021. Most recently, he released his single, Forever We, in May 2025. Despite consistent effort, Jesse's music hasn't quite cracked the mainstream yet, but he pivoted smartly, leaning into acting, presenting and modeling, where his talents truly shine. He may not be a chart-topping rapper yet, but he's still very much in the game. So, now, we want to hear from you. Which celeb's music career surprised you the most? Who should have kept it going? And who should have never touched the booth? Let us know in the comment sections below. Thanks for watching all the way through. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Until next time, from the Urban Archivists, see you soon.